Hi Capricorn, welcome to your weekly love reading. Let's see what's going to happen for you this week in terms of love. Okay, so Seven of Swords clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. And yeah, look. Five of Pentacles. Okay, so they energetically they're wanting to get away from something. When they met you, it was like finally they'd met someone who understood them. They felt embraced. They feel the healing of this connection. They felt lost. I'm hearing lost, disjointed, disconnected from life, and there was this deep yearning for connection, for meaning, for what does their life mean, like wanting to know and understand what their path is, what they're supposed to be doing. Okay, so they had this divine like discontent within them. They had this yearning. Something was amiss. They weren't fully on their right path, and you know, they may have tried different things in their life, thinking if I do this, if I achieve that, then that's the answer. That's the missing piece of the puzzle. And they couldn't find what was missing. They didn't know what was missing, most likely. Some they would have been searching for, like a soulmate deep down, but for many they didn't even know what they were searching for. And then when they met you, it's like that's what I've been searching for. And it may not necessarily be you. It's like the divine connection, which is obviously you as well. But what I mean is, like, they were searching for that awakening so they could be more of their true self and express that in the world, because they had stagnation. They wanted deeper meaning, and this connection brings deeper meaning. So meeting you is like an embrace. Look, they felt very wounded, and you're very comforting to them. You're giving them love, light, maybe guidance. This is card 5 of Pentacles, is feeling left out in the cold. So yeah, they felt very misunderstood upon meeting you. It's like they know who they really are now. They're beginning to understand what their meaning, the meaning of their life is, and who they are. You've helped them see who they really are. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, this is someone that will keep investing in your connection. The Knight is the slowest of all knights. Sorry, the Knight of Pentacles. We do have the Knight of Wands here as well, though. So they're like passionate. They've got goals and aspirations when it comes to you and the connection. And this is saying they're planting the seeds. They're putting in the work. But they're being balanced about it. They feel all this passion. A part of them wants to like race towards this, but they're being practical as well. And they're planting the seeds. However, you know, that whatever that means, they're investing in the connection. So what is the Knight of Wands about in terms of how are they feeling about you? Yeah, they're feeling very passionate, because, and this is why they've hit the ground running, because they're like, they recognize on a deeper level that this is what they were searching for. The spiritual aspects. This could be that you're twin flames. Normally shows 2 monks here and a Hierophant. Or they feel very passionate because your connection is opening them up to like that divine mission, so to speak, of sending light and love to the world. Yeah, they see this as an amazing opportunity, a new doorway, a new gateway into emotional fulfillment. Look how calm the ocean is there. I feel peace with you. Okay, so that's why they're investing. They feel that peace, that sense of belonging. Yeah, look. Temperance, balance, healing. It's like that 2 of Cups energy on the same page. Spirit has brought you together. This is an alchemy here of your energies. They feel very at peace. At the bottom of the deck is the Fool, brand new major journey, and it's a very spiritual, trusting in the divine, because the Fool is about to take that leap of faith off the edge of the cliff, knowing that they'll be supported by the divine. Okay, so let's look at some oracle cards now. Split those like that. Okay. Let's look at the messages from the heart cards. What they're thinking or feeling, what's going on for them in terms of this connection. We have insecure and mask. Okay, so what's the energy drawing this insecurity and mask together? Well, I think the message from Spirit here is this person is very divine, this person is very spiritual. Whether they would use that label or not, they have a lot to offer the world, but their way of seeing things is very much different from how most people in their life see the world. Basically, this person can see beyond the veil of illusion, whereas many people, if not all people in their life that they're close to, cannot see beyond social conditioning, family conditioning, how we're told we're meant to live our lives. Someone, I don't know, the people that are surrounding them are sort of just going through the motions, living their lives like everyone else sort of lives their lives, or most other people, in a sort of routine where they go to work, they come home, they watch TV. I feel like this person felt very limited by that, but they felt trapped because they felt they were very spiritual, they were so much deeper than that. They were like craving, desiring much more depth, much more meaning in their life, in their day-to-day life, and breaking out of that stagnation, that cycle, that routine in some kind of way. But they felt insecure in their truth of who they are, because no one else around them was anything like that. So they felt like they didn't have anyone where they could be their true self with. So they felt very stifled. They felt very repressed. And that's why they had to have a mask on, hiding, putting on a front, trying to impress people, insecure, insincere, self-protection, all things like that, anxious, low self-esteem, poor self-image, nervous, not feeling good enough. And it's because there was no one in their life to validate their truth of who they really are. There was no one to say, to mirror back to them and be like, yes, this is who you are. Don't be afraid to be who you really are. And then you came into their life. And that's why there's this Two of Cups here. And you on the same page. You give this person permission to be who they really are. Even though they don't need permission. It's like they'd never really met anyone that they resonated with on that true soul self level. Regret, feeling bad, feeling foolish, wanting to turn back time, wanting to make amends, growth. So yeah, they had a lot of regret in their life for feeling like they couldn't be their true self because of their insecurities. Maybe they were beating themselves up, feeling like they were weak or something because they're different to other people. Maybe they felt like they were weird. Maybe they grew up feeling weird. Because they're a highly sensitive individual, they would have taken on a lot of people's energies. They would have, been insecure, basically. And maybe they were beating themselves up about it. Maybe they've met you partially to make them realise that they are a gift to the world. Their differences are a gift. Their differences mean they're different because they're here to make a difference, to wake people up and make people live their lives differently. So how are they feeling about you? What are they thinking? Okay, interesting. We have jealousy, envy, sabotage, third party, mind games, interference, backstabbing and anger. Maybe jealousy is an issue if there's third parties here or something. Risk taking, taking a leap of faith, trusting the divine, intuitive, against all odds, taking action, courage, going for it. So yeah, that is the energy that I'm feeling about this person. Overall, they are going for it. They're embracing this connection. They may not understand what it means. They may not understand where it's going. They may be confused right now, but overall, they are embracing all these positive aspects that this connection is offering them. Fear, yeah, they do have fear. Fight, flight or freeze, excessive worrying. At the bottom of the deck we have heartbreak. So they're fearful of heartbreak, whether that's them getting hurt or them hurting other people, them hurting you. Stalling, running, avoidance, sleepless nights, thinking worst case scenarios. So yeah, there is an aspect of them. And I feel that is why they're thinking and daydreaming and fantasizing a lot, and it's not like the right time for any sort of 3D action, because there's all this fear and it's just not like the right time for that, is what I'm feeling. There's more awakening, there's more integration and all things like that to come before anything like that is considered. Okay, what they're thinking and feeling. Okay, so their action they're going to take right now is to keep thinking about it, keep integrating this rather than doing anything in a 3D. And I feel that's how it's supposed to be. Okay, the snake, competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder, the other woman. So yeah, there could be third parties here. Could be what that jealousy is about. Maybe they're feeling guilt because they're putting on a mask if there was someone else or something, and they feel like it's heartbreaking to them to hurt someone else. Coffee cup, meeting and conversing, savouring the moment, feeling uplifted and friendship. So maybe you're meeting this person, maybe you're conversing, however that is. It could be face to face, could be through messaging, it could be any way, it could be in the 5D. They're savouring the moments that you share together, feeling very uplifted. You have this friendship, but obviously it's much more than that. You have this, your soul family basically. They may be wanting to meet up. Could be someone's a coffee addict or something. That may be just a sign that this is about your person. Love call, someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. Okay, so yeah, you may be in communication in some kind of way. They feel this is a love call from the divine. They may express themselves to you, or they may want to, but they may feel like they're going to be a snake doing that, or they feel like they are being a snake, being shady in some kind of way. The phoenix, new phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. Okay, so they do really have an understanding. This is the phoenix. They have an understanding that this connection is about a major rebirth, a regrowth, transformation. That's why they're feeling so fiery and passionate. The phoenix energy is here. It's burning up everything that isn't serving them. That's a frightening but thrilling process, is what I'm hearing. What they're thinking and feeling. abundance. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want, gratitude and bliss. So they feel so much abundance has come into their life since meeting you. The doors of opportunity have been opened. They're trying to be positive, trying to manifest positive outcomes. I feel that they're very grateful to the divine and to you. Girl talk. Time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. So go, and this is over fear. This person may be fearful that you're talking about this with your friends or something, but I feel in most cases you don't do that. They see you, maybe they see you somewhere where you're talking to your friends or something. Happily single, living in the moment, having fun. So they see you as someone that's just living in the present moment. You're happy. You're not like dependent upon them. You're not chasing them, basically. You're just happy, living in the moment, and you're enjoying like the process of this connection, allowing it to unfold naturally. So what are they thinking and feeling? That's okay. I will look at them all briefly. But these ones are powerful messages, these two. Inner harmony, solar plexus and throat chakra, expressing my feelings. So yeah, they're seeing you as overall being harmonious within yourself, and you're okay at or you're good at expressing your feelings. I trust that, so I feel this is how they're seeing you, and this can be an aspect of them as well. I trust my innate wisdom and respond accordingly. I do not allow my mind to create doubt or to override my strong gut feelings. I accept and express my feelings while accepting the feelings of others. I am at peace with myself and those around me, and I do not harbour unrealistic expectations of myself or of others. I release the need to control others. My personal power is free from ego and from any desire to manipulate or exploit situations or people. The foundation of all my thoughts and actions is trust in myself. Okay, so this is why they're so drawn to you. You don't have expectations. You don't demand things of them. Maybe you did in the past, because I know that happens a lot in twin flame connections especially, but I feel you're a balanced individual. You have that inner harmony, living in the moment, like it said here, girl talk. And so this is like a safe sanctuary for them, energetically speaking, for them to grow into that, for them to open up into that, like energetically, like be more of themselves, because they're not feeling you have unrealistic expectations. They're not feeling confined by you because you're saying they should do this or that or the other. You are accepting them for who they are. You're accepting them in the present moment. You're accepting the situation. You're allowing things to unfold. You're accepting that they may be a little bit overwhelmed by everything that you're saying to them or showing them somehow, even if it's just energetically. You accept that. You know that's natural. But still, they see you as someone that's confident at expressing your feelings. I allow my emotions to be fully experienced. I acknowledge feelings of grief, anger and fear, and I make a conscious effort to express my emotions or resolve them within myself so that I can move forward freely. I let the unconditional love experienced in my heart be expressed through my voice and my creativity. I let those close to me know how much I love and care for them. I forgive all those who have done me wrong in the past, as well as forgiving myself, as I could not have responded in a more evolved way than I was able to at that time. Okay, so let's look briefly at all these cards as well. Base chakra, building a strong foundation. I create stability and security by adequately providing myself with the basic needs of health, healthy life, such as shelter, food, water and clothing. Okay, we have sacral chakra, sexuality, sacral chakra, I'm a mentor, not a rescuer, and base chakra, patience. Okay, so I feel like this person has a strong foundation within themselves, and that's why they're drawn to you, because you have a strong foundation within yourselves as well, emotionally balanced, but also balanced in your day-to-day life, in practical ways. So you're not like dependent upon them. Maybe they've experienced a lot of that in the past, and that feels very restrictive for them. Sexuality, so they're feeling very sexual feelings for you. I honour and respect my sexuality, and I allow the natural flow of my feelings. I acknowledge, so I feel like they have a healthy like sexual reality. I don't know how to say it. They have a healthy sexual like desires, and they allow themselves to feel their sexual feelings without guilt or shame. I'm a mentor, not a rescuer. So again, this is someone who is helping people. I avoid continually sacrificing my own happiness for others by rescuing and enabling them, as doing this may hinder personal growth for both of us. I choose not to be a martyr. I'm a mentor, not a rescuer. Okay, so this is, I feel like they have gone through, because they're a naturally like helping, loving person. They have a lot of love to give, very generous with their time and their efforts, and very kind, compassionate, thoughtful. Maybe they've attracted certain relationships or situations where people had taken advantage of that in the past. I feel like this person's learned from that. I feel like they have healthy boundaries overall, and your connection is helping them with that perhaps even more, knowing that they're a mentor but they don't have to rescue people and be a martyr. And they're very patient. I feel like there is patience in this connection. We did have that Knight of Pentacles as well, and it's because they're a balanced individual. What they're thinking and feeling. Force? Forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader that you wish you had. Okay, so that's interesting that force came out. I feel it's you're not forcing things. Forge, don't follow. Okay, so pave a new path. This is definitely feels like a major new path to them, so that they can be more of a leader. They can, you know, be more of who they truly are. They're a leader. Their soul essence is a leader, a light worker, a way shower, and this connection is allowing them to be more of that, become more of that. Your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative accountability. So your life is a canvas. This is like a brand new canvas. They're feeling very refreshed in their life, very rejuvenated. They have all this creativity that's being sparked now. They have this new avenue, this new pathway, where they can express their creativity of who they really are. And we have the courageous peony, multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. So they're opening up. This is a flower, right? So the sun has come in. You're shining a lot of light, or they're seeing a lot of light and love. And just like a flower, they're opening to receive more of that. They're opening to reveal more of their true self. What are they thinking and feeling? trilogy of light. So this is like your light, their light, the light of the universe. Trilogy coming together, merging. Light definitely coming down, taking root, reflecting in the world. They're feeling much more free to reflect their truth into the world. Miracles. They feel your connection is a miracle. A lot of synchronistic, serendipitous, if that's a word, events led you together, and it's kind of mind-blowing how the universe works to bring you together, and they feel like it's a miracle. And we have the goddess. Okay, so they're seeing you as somewhat of a goddess. They may feel like you're sending a lot of light and love. I feel like they really look up to you. They're inspired by you. They don't know how you do what you do, maybe. Okay, so we're going to finish off with a Rumi Oracle card. And this is going to be a really powerful message from the divine. What do you need to know right now about your connection? Enter the Garden of Delights. Number 28 comes to a 10. 2 is about partnership. 8 is that infinity symbol. 10 is the endings of the old, beginning of the new. So enter the Garden of Delights. Starts off with a poem by Rumi. Are you aware that sweetness is found everywhere in town? Are you aware that winter is gone and spring has come around? Are you aware that sweet basil and the carnation are whispering in the garden and laughing about how simply everything is found? Are you aware the nightingale has come back from its flight, singing out messages of love to spread delight with every sound? Everything in the garden is granted the right from the divine court to appear for our delight. Everything is here to make the earth green and alive as a haven for our life. What remains buried in the soil will always endeavour to reach out. No one truly alive can ever be pawned to a prison or a tomb. Just seeing how long. Okay. There is a sweet spot when entering the Garden of Delights, a moment where the senses have gorged themselves upon beauty and become heavy with their fullness, slowing the mind so that it can perceive the divine beloved dancing behind the veils of nature. But first comes the sensual feasting. Blooming orchids arrest the gaze with their startling and strange beauty. Nectar from the ripest fruits of the garden drips luscious and sweet upon the savouring tongue. Hungry for gossip, the ears shamelessly eavesdrop upon the birds in melodic conversation. They sing of greatest, most passionate love and boundless living joy. The ears open wide to take it all in. The craving for touch is sated by rough textured bark falling from the ancient trees, soft dewy grasses, cool in the shade, the crunching leaves making their sounds under the hot sun and dancing feet, and the caress of that sunlight upon bare shoulders, with weight of its own, like the silken wrap placed just so by a caring lover's hand. The breeze, the very breath of the beloved Earth Mother, is sweet with scent of lavender and jasmine warmed by the Sun Father. Oh, drink it in until your arms raise themselves to heaven, Your head tilts, eyes rolling back in your head, and your sacred animal body is mindless and in love. The garden of delights, narcotic in effect, lulling the senses from tension into sacred languor, that love may be experienced. Let us rest here in the midst of so much life, where the goodness of life is felt, and the heart is free from any prison of pain or doubt. Come, be in the garden with me now. Let us be free and feast to our heart's content. You have been granted entry into sacred space, a sanctuary for worship. When the soul is well acquainted with love, life becomes the temple of love, the sacred space in which the soul can grow powerful through expansive worship of love. You are being invited by your spiritual brother Rumi to enter into life, to commit to coming alive, even if at times this feels deeply challenging. Sometimes a part of you may rather stay locked in an illusion of security for a time, perhaps expressed through the preference for what is known over what is unknown, what is familiar and comfortable compared to that which is unfamiliar or uncomfortable. To tussle with the parts of us that would deny aliveness is a natural part of growth. It can seem so risky, with such potential for heartache, and yet, what could be more heart-wrenching than the slow death of a precious human soul suffocated by fear and inertia? That is the greatest risk, of never really and fully being born into this world of wonders. So Rumi is your midwife, there to ensure full spiritual birth. He is standing at the threshold with you now. You're being asked to cross this threshold from the life you've been living into the aliveness that is flickering and glowing at your feet. It's love's wild hot embers. It is love's wild hot embers at your sacred feet. They will erupt at any moment into a holy inferno, taking hold of you and igniting you from within, transforming you into living fire. To come alive requires shedding of so much adherence to the fear of death. The great brother whispers wisdom into your heart. You have heard it, felt it already. The fear of death is so much more terrible than death itself. Nothing is dying in you but fear, so the heart can live more freely. Death and life are twin angels, dancing together in communion with the sacred. They are not opposed. They bring the soul aliveness and make the garden of delights possible. They bring the seasons of the soul that foster growth and take the appearance of dying away, which is actually part of the cycle of life, again and again and again. You have been through so much death, dear one, around you, within you. You have known this dark angel. That is why you are so full of life. Your attempts to stay as you have been, to render something in your life immobile or impervious to change, have failed. Let us celebrate. There is no delight in frozen moments long since past. Why try to feast upon such food? It will not nourish you anywhere near as deeply and fully as fresh from the oven morsels of life. Come, let us taste all that is on offer. We'll drink heedily and sate our deepest thirst. Let us enjoy the richness of the meal in gratitude for its preparation, and awe at the skill involved in such masterful creation. Do not let the memory of death starve you of your participation in life. Do you hold on still to that which is past? I will soothe you with a loving touch upon your back, and yet gently I will turn your head to the right and urge you to see the rising sun. Your life is blessed, you see. I want you to know this now. I want you to accept this now. Let those horrors of the past be gone. They are no more than phantoms. The garden is here now, to be touched, tasted, seen, heard, felt, inhaled, and loved. This oracle comes to you with a message. A new day is dawning for you. This is a time when the past will very soon cease to have any hold over you. Celebration is imminent. You are invited into the golden light of divine plenty. Put your worries behind you now and step into your divine inheritance, where all is sorted according to kindness and grace. And if this reading has really resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up, write a comment, and subscribe to my channel as well if you haven't already. So thank you so much for joining me here. I really do appreciate it. Take care. Bye.